Alright guys, another day, another video. We got this 2011 Equinox 2.4, I believe. Customer states check engine light is on and it runs terrible. Let's hop in it, start it up, see what it does. It's got a nice colorful steering wheel. 91,000 miles. Yeah, runs terrible. Feels like it's got a dead misfire, maybe some timing issues. I don't know. Let's bring it inside and we'll put the scanner on it. Let's see what we have for codes here. Fuel system rich, that's P0172, MIL requested. General misfire, and then we got a catalyst efficiency, cold start, rough idle. First thing we're gonna do, or first thing I did, was check oil, because these things have a problem with oil consumption. And then yeah, if you don't feed the VCT actuators with oil, then you get kind of drivability issues, kind of what we're experiencing here. But there are no codes for timing, so we'll have to dig into it a little bit deeper here, starting with misfire test, see which cylinder might be misfiring. Probably check fuel trims on it, see if something's going on there which could cause a misfire. One thing I'm noticing is there's a lot of oil spillage. You look down in here and it looks like somebody has missed the mark a few times with the oil. So that tells me that somebody's been adding oil, quite a bit of oil. So let's start this thing up and then we'll check it for misfire data. See if we got a cylinder misfiring or if it's multiple cylinders misfiring. So it looks like number 2 cylinder is the only one that's counting right now, and that's a dead misfire. So that's the first thing we're going to address here. Little backstory on this vehicle. I've only seen it one time before. It was actually about a year ago. And at that time, I think I just did a tune-up on it, changed some spark plugs, and noticed number 2 cylinder had some oil consumption issues. So I'm guessing that's probably where our problem lies there. We're going to check ignition coil, make sure that's all good and everything. But I have a feeling it's more than just an electrical part or a fuel injector or something like that. I think it's got engine damage. But we'll get into it. First thing I'm going to do is pull some covers off here, and then we can get at the spark plugs, ignition coils, and kind of see what's going on there. We'll get this out of the way. That spells it all, people. Let me tell you, I've done more of these engines than I care to admit. Look at the oil on top of the shroud there. Lots of oil. Number 2 cylinder. I'm just gonna pull this guy up. I'm gonna start it. We'll see if we got spark there. Just set this guy on there. That way I can still reach at it to try and pull it up there. You guys should be able to hear the spark. Hopefully I don't get shocked here. We got a nice strong spark, you can hear it. It's not changing the way it runs. Let's pull that number 2 spark plug out and see what it looks like. Pull that guy out. Ooh, that sucker is full. That's oil, it's not fuel. Get my light down in there. I see a reflection in there. So there's enough fluid in there, whether it's, I'm pretty sure it's oil. Wow. Yeah, look how wet that is. All right. I'm going to pull number 1 out. We're going to get a reference compression on number 1, and then we'll try number 2 and see what compression looks like on number 2 when we're done with that. As we crank it, we don't want it firing, so we'll pull all the coil connectors off there. This coil out of the way. Well, I am going to screw this plug in so I don't get a face full of oil. Just kind of checking the basics here. You know, with having the history of oil on number 2 cylinder. Actually, I guess it would be 2 years ago. I think I said a year ago, but it's 2 years ago that we had said that it had some oil consumption in number 2 cylinder. So, yeah, number 1, at least it's dry. Not a bad plug. Looks all right there. Got the red adapter in here. The valve core is in it. Make sure you have the valve core in it. You normally wouldn't take the valve core out unless you're using it for a leakage test, but let's see if that'll sit right there. All right, let me crank it over. We'll see what we got for compression. That's pretty damn good. 195 or so. Now I'm guessing number 2 cylinder is not going to be 195. I just got a hunch. That guy out. This guy in there. All right, hopefully you can see that. Let's crank it over, see what we got. What do we got? Oh, so that's about 50. That's kind of what I figured. Another 2.4 bites the dust. I'll tell you what, you can't find a good used one anywhere. And I'm guessing they're still expensive from the dealer, if you can even get them from the dealer. Last time I priced one out, I think it was like $7,200 for an engine, and that was a while ago. But yeah, you couldn't even get the engine. So Yeah. Gosh, this is like the second engine in the last 2 days. One was a Ford, now we got a GM. Here we go. Well, we'll call the customer, see what they want to do. But 2011 Chevy Equinox with a 2.4, 191,000, something like that on there. I'm pretty sure it's not worth $7,000. And you know, that'd be my cost on the engine, 7,200 plus a little bit of markup, extra parts, and then you got labor to install it. Gosh, you're probably pushing like $9,000 for an engine. So 2011 Equinox, not worth it. It's probably going to the junkyard. So I just got off the phone with the customer here. Yeah, they kind of knew something bad was going on. They kind of knew from, like I said, a couple of years ago when we looked at it, that it was only a matter of time. So they're not really sure what they're going to do with it. They need a little time to think about it. They did ask about putting a used engine in it, and I told them absolutely not. I will not put a used 2.4 in anything. They're just too, how do I say, when you spend $3,000 on a used engine, my cost for a used engine with 150,000 miles on it, this one's got 191,000 on it. Most of the time they have timing issues. Most of the time, you know, they have oil consumption issues too. More often it's the timing chain issue. So then you got to spend the money to put timing chains in it and all that stuff, and then you're just, why not put the new engine in, even though it's expensive, but then you can't get the new engine. So yeah, it's just kind of a trap, really. I don't know what the good option is here, to be honest with you. I did not check to see if the new engines are, or reman engines are available. Last time I checked, it was only a few months ago, and just about every supplier of remanufactured engines did not have a 2.4 available. So what does that tell you? They're either in high demand or just that bad. I don't know. But the good news is this one still dries out, so I don't have to push it out of my stall. So that is the good thing about this vehicle. Last one, nope, I had to push that guy out. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.